When I think about the mountain bike trails at Palmer Woods, this is really about building a relationship with more people in our community.
We're going to be putting in 3 new trails totaling a little over 8 miles. At our fern garden, be putting in a foot trail there that will be a destination within Palmer Woods, so people can bike or hike to the fern garden, and there'll be little identification signs so people can learn about all the different ferns that grow in Michigan. And then also updating the trailhead area so that visitors can have a more enjoyable experience when they're unloading their bikes and going hiking and figuring out where they need to go for the kiosks.
One is going to be kind of a skills loop, kind of a training loop for kids and learning riders. Also building this Price Valley loop right now, and this is a beginner loop also, but more elevation change, more gravity feed, a little more bike optimized in a lot of places.
The second will be a longer cross-country loop, with something that I've been waiting for a while. I'm not a highly skilled rider myself, so I'm looking forward to a nice long ride through the woods.
What's really neat about this next phase is it's going to take us down the Price Valley. It's going to get us deep into the 1,100 acres of Palmer Woods. So it's going to give a deep woods experience.
We're constantly putting in little Easter eggs so that advanced riders can maybe find the lip to get air or find a rock to bounce off of to get to the next section.
We're setting it up so there's sessionable loops, and each fun feature that you're riding is actually teaching you a skill. The features that we'll have on the new beginner coaches loop are going to be mild. So we might have a drop in there, but it's going to be an inch drop. So you're working on your bike body orientation rather than going over this gigantic feature. And so then when you extrapolate that out to the Price Valley beginner loop, that might grow to 4 inches. And then when you take it to the intermediate loop, that might be 18 inches. And so it's the same feature progressing in nature from flat to bordering on expert.
Third loop will be another intermediate loop that will provide some real challenges for a more highly skilled rider.
I love to get air. I love to float through the woods on my bike, and so I'm certainly excited about the intermediate aspect to it.
Well, and there are so many absolutely beautiful spots that people are going to just enjoy riding through. I can't wait to share it.
And then the width of the trail we're proposing to be wide enough for any user group to use. I think the experts will have just as much fun as the beginners.
If they're doing the intermediate loops up here and then they've got a cross-country, connection to the next intermediate trail, that'll be a nice experience.
Yeah, if you're looking for long distance riding, there's going to be a lot of opportunity to connect to all the different trails and get a longer ride in. The more that we add the trails, they're going to get to experience more of Palmer Woods. As they get to experience more of Palmer Woods, they learn to love it.
And some of our trail crew got into riding bikes through helping out building trails because their grandchildren were riding, and next thing you know, we see them out riding the trail the following week.
And for the volunteer trail crew, it's such a sense of accomplishment too, to be out there. This is really about building a relationship with more people in our community. We need to give folks an opportunity to fall in love with Leelanau like we have. So that's what excites me about bringing in new generations of people to experience the woods, experience the Leelanau Peninsula.